Have you ever wondered why, even though you're dieting and taking cholesterol medication, you still feel chest pain and get tired when doing simple activities? It's not a coincidence or a lack of willpower, as many people say. Actually, these are important signs your body is sending about the condition of your arteries. More than 60% of Brazilians over 45 years old have some degree of arterial blockage. But few people know that the solution may be in just 5 specific foods, which are true natural artery uncloggers. I'm here to reveal these 5 powerful foods, especially one of them, which has such impressive results that many cardiologists call it the natural broom for arteries. I'm going to show you how these foods can dissolve fat plaques, eliminate inflammation, and restore normal blood flow, without the need for invasive procedures or expensive medications. But before we talk about these miraculous foods, let's better understand what happens when your arteries become clogged and why this is more dangerous than you might think. Stay with me until the end, because in addition to these 5 foods, I'm going to share 3 powerful combinations that enhance these benefits and that you can start using today. Imagine your arteries as the pipes in a house carrying clean water to every room. Over time, these can accumulate deposits of limescale, fat, and other impurities that gradually narrow the space where the water flows. Eventually, if nothing is done, these deposits can completely block the passage, causing a system collapse. That's exactly what happens with your arteries. They carry blood rich in oxygen and nutrients to all the organs in your body, including the heart, brain, kidneys, and muscles. When fatty plaques, cholesterol, and other substances build up on the arterial walls, the space for blood to flow becomes smaller and smaller. This process, called atherosclerosis, is silent and progressive, and it can take years or even decades to develop. But when symptoms appear, the blockage is already at an advanced stage. The scariest part is that an artery can be 70% blocked and you might not even notice until something serious happens, like a heart attack or a stroke. As we get older, several factors contribute to speeding up this process of arterial blockage. First, bad cholesterol builds up more easily on the walls of the arteries, especially when our diet is rich in saturated fats and sugars. Second, chronic inflammation caused by stress, poor diet, and a sedentary lifestyle damages the inner lining of the arteries, making it easier for plaques to build up. Third, high blood pressure constantly puts pressure on the walls of the arteries, causing micro-injuries where fat can accumulate. Fourth, uncontrolled diabetes increases blood viscosity and speeds up plaque formation. Fifth, smoking releases toxins that directly damage the arteries, promoting inflammation, detoxification, and narrowing. These factors work together, creating a perfect environment for the progressive clogging of the arteries. But the good news is that there are specific foods with bioactive compounds that can naturally reverse this process. Before revealing the 5 miracle foods, it's important to know how to identify the signs that your arteries may be blocked. I'm going to share 7 warning signs that should not be ignored. First, chest pain or discomfort, especially during physical exertion. This pain can spread to the arms, neck, jaw, or back. It's your heart screaming that it's not getting enough oxygen due to blocked coronary arteries. Second, shortness of breath. Unexplained even during simple activities like climbing a flight of stairs or walking short distances. When the heart doesn't receive enough blood, it can't pump efficiently, making you feel out of breath. Third, extreme and constant fatigue. If you wake up tired and feel weak during the day, even after sleeping well, this may indicate that your organs are not receiving adequate oxygenation due to compromised arteries. Fourth, leg pain when walking that improves with rest. Known as claudication, this pain occurs when the arteries in the legs are blocked, limiting blood flow to the muscles during exercise. Fifth, memory and concentration problems. The brain is extremely dependent on a constant supply of oxygenated blood. Blocked arteries that carry blood to the brain can cause memory lapses, mental confusion, and difficulty concentrating. Sixth, erectile dysfunction in men. The arteries that carry blood to the sexual organs are small and are usually affected first by atherosclerosis. Erection problems can be an early sign of widespread arterial blockage. Seventh, cold extremities, especially hands and feet, that remain cold even in heated environments. This indicates that blood is having difficulty reaching the extremities of the body due to compromised circulation. Now that we understand how to identify the problem, let's move on to natural solutions. I'm going to introduce 5 foods that are true artery uncloggers, with proven ability to dissolve plaques, reduce inflammation, and restore cardiovascular health. Garlic. The first food on our list is garlic, which contains a compound called allicin, responsible for its extraordinary cardiovascular benefits. When you cut or crush garlic, enzymes convert allicin into allicin, which is the active ingredient responsible for its therapeutic effects. Allicin works as a natural vasodilator, relaxing the walls of the arteries and allowing for greater blood flow. It also reduces cholesterol production in the liver, specifically lowering bad cholesterol, low-density lipoprotein, which forms arterial plaques. In addition, allicin has powerful anti-inflammatory properties, reducing inflammation that contributes to the development of atherosclerosis. Studies show that consuming garlic regularly can lower blood pressure by up to 15 points and reduce total cholesterol by up to 12%. And even more impressively, partially reverse already formed arterial plaques. To get maximum benefits, consume 2 to 3 cloves of raw garlic per day, preferably crushed and left to rest for 10 minutes before eating to activate the allicin. If the taste is too strong, you can mix the crushed garlic with honey or add it to salads and sauces. The important thing is to eat the garlic raw, because cooking destroys most of the allicin. Avocado. The second miracle food is avocado, rich in monounsaturated fats, especially oleic acid, which has unique properties for unclogging arteries. Unlike saturated fats, which contribute to plaque formation, the monounsaturated fats in avocado help lower bad cholesterol and increase good cholesterol. Avocado also contains plenty of potassium, an essential mineral for keeping blood pressure at healthy levels. Potassium acts as a natural diuretic, helping the kidneys eliminate excess sodium from the body, which reduces pressure on the arterial walls. In addition, avocado is rich in antioxidants, such as vitamin E and carotenoids, which protect the arteries against oxidative damage. These antioxidants prevent the oxidation of low-density lipoprotein cholesterol, a process that makes this fat stickier to the arterial walls. Studies show that people who regularly consume avocado have significantly lower levels of metabolic syndrome, a set of conditions that includes high blood pressure, high cholesterol, and insulin resistance, all risk factors for arterial disease. To get optimal benefits, consume half an avocado per day. It can be eaten plain, in smoothies, salads, or as a substitute for butter on bread. Avocado is versatile and can be easily incorporated into various meals. Fatty fish. The third group of foods is fish rich in omega-3 such as salmon, sardines, tuna, mackerel, and herring. Omega-3 fatty acids, especially eicosapentaenoic acid and docosahexaenoic acid, have powerful anti-inflammatory effects that directly combat the processes that lead to the formation of arterial plaques. Omega-3 reduces the production of inflammatory substances, such as cytokines and prostaglandins, which damage the inner lining of the arteries. It also decreases platelet aggregation, reducing the risk of clot formation, which can block arteries that are already narrowed. In addition, omega-3 has beneficial effects on the lipid profile, reducing triglycerides, increasing good cholesterol, and improving the ratio between good and bad cholesterol. These fatty acids also stabilize existing arterial plaques, making them less likely to rupture and cause heart attacks or strokes. Research shows that people who eat fatty fish at least twice a week have a 40% lower risk of developing coronary heart disease. For maximum benefits, try to eat 150 grams of fatty fish 2 to 3 times a week, preferably choosing cold and deep water fish, which have higher concentrations of omega-3. If you don't like fish, you can choose high-quality fish oil supplements, but always consult a healthcare professional before starting supplementation. Nuts and seeds. The fourth group is oil seeds, especially walnuts, almonds, Brazil nuts, and cashews. They contain a unique combination of healthy fats, proteins, fiber, and antioxidants, which work synergistically to unclog arteries. Walnuts are particularly rich in alpha-linolenic acid, a type of plant-based omega-3 that offers cardiovascular benefits similar to those of marine omega-3. They also contain arginine, an amino acid that the body converts into nitric oxide, a molecule that relaxes and dilates the arteries, improving blood flow. Brazil nuts are exceptionally rich in selenium, a powerful antioxidant that protects the arteries against oxidative damage. Just 2 Brazil nuts a day provide your entire daily requirement of selenium. Almonds are rich in vitamin E, magnesium, and fiber. Magnesium is essential for maintaining a regular heartbeat and normal blood pressure, while vitamin E protects low-density lipoprotein cholesterol from oxidation. Studies show that consuming a small handful of nuts per day, about 30 grams, can reduce the risk of heart disease by up to 30%. The ideal is to consume raw and unsalted nuts, as processing and excess sodium can neutralize their benefits. Dark green leafy vegetables. The fifth and last group are dark green leafy vegetables such as spinach, kale, arugula, watercress, and Swiss chard. These vegetables are true natural pharmacies, full of compounds that fight atherosclerosis. They are rich in natural nitrates, which the body converts into nitric oxide, a fundamental molecule for arterial health. Nitric oxide relaxes the arteries, improves blood flow, and prevents plaque formation. Green leaves also contain folate, a B-complex vitamin that helps reduce homocysteine levels in the blood. Elevated homocysteine is an independent risk factor for cardiovascular disease because it damages the inner lining of the arteries. In addition, these vegetables are rich in potassium, which helps control blood pressure. In antioxidants like lutein and zeaxanthin, which protect the arteries against inflammation and oxidation. Research shows that people who consume more leafy green vegetables have a significantly lower risk of developing heart disease and stroke. To get maximum benefits, try to consume at least 1 generous serving of leafy greens per day. This can be in salads, stir-fries, green juices, or smoothies. Now that we know the 5 miracle foods, I'm going to share 3 powerful combinations that further enhance their unclogging effects. First combination, green juice with garlic. Blend kale or spinach leaves with water, lemon, and a clove of garlic. Drink it on an empty stomach in the morning. This combination maximizes the absorption of nitrates from the green leaves and allicin from the garlic, creating a powerful synergistic effect to dilate arteries. Second combination, avocado with walnuts. Make a paste by mixing mashed avocado with chopped walnuts and use it as a sandwich filling or as a salad topping. The fats in avocado help with the absorption of the fat-soluble nutrients from walnuts, enhancing their anti-inflammatory effects. Third combination, fish with vegetables sautéed in garlic. Prepare salmon or sardines with spinach or kale sautéed in olive oil with plenty of garlic. This meal combines omega-3 nitrates and allicin in a single preparation, extremely beneficial for the arteries. In addition to these foods, there are some simple practices that can further enhance the benefits for your arteries. First, stay properly hydrated. Drink at least 2 liters of water per day to keep your blood at the right viscosity, making it easier to flow through your arteries. Second, practice moderate intermittent fasting. Controlled periods without eating allow the body to focus on cleaning and repair processes, including the removal of arterial plaques. Third, include anti-inflammatory spices like turmeric, ginger, cinnamon, and cayenne pepper in your meals. They enhance the effects of the foods we mentioned. Fourth, maintain quality sleep. During deep sleep, the body produces hormones that help repair and cleanse the arteries. The beauty of this approach is that it is completely natural, accessible, and can be easily incorporated into your daily routine. There's no need to make drastic changes or spend a fortune. Small adjustments in your diet can bring great benefits to the health of your arteries. Remember, these foods are available at any market, and the combinations I suggested are simple to prepare. The secret is consistency. When you make these foods part of your eating routine, you are investing in the natural cleansing and unclogging of your arteries. If you are already facing serious cardiovascular problems, it is important to consult a cardiologist for proper follow-up. The suggestions I shared today can complement medical treatment, but they do not replace it. And you? Were you already aware of the power of these foods to unclog arteries? Have you included any of them in your regular diet? Share your experience in the comments. Your contribution can help other people who are looking for natural solutions for cardiovascular health. See you in the next video.